working on this Ford CMax. I have another video where I'm doing the brakes, and I do like the brakes and then both parking lights and then turn signals on each side. And I think I step on the brakes again. You can see that the lights don't turn on, just the tertiary light on the top. So this is the 2010 Ford CMaX, and you can see all the crap I have in it. You guys are welcome to comment in it. But either way, there happens to be two little screws that are in there. And so I'll show you the screws. That black wire there in the center is the wiring harness that comes out from here. And I've already unclipped it. It's a tiny bit difficult to pull out. You can see how the clip itself, the point is way deep in here, so it has to move quite a bit to come out. This part here has to go way in. So it takes 3 seconds to take off. And then the next thing is this. So you can see that screw there, that threaded piece right here and right there. Those are the two threaded pieces, and these are the two bolts. So lots of videos that show this. And what I actually did is you can see the holes where they go. These are on the inside in here in this manner. And so before I pulled them out, I actually pushed on them just a little bit, and I was able just to get 2 millimeters off of this. But there's a clip right here, and there's a clip in those two spots right there. So when it came out a little bit, I think it popped them out of these two clips. And then this one here, I just got a screwdriver. I happen to have a long flat standard or flathead screwdriver. I just kind of put it in here and popped it out, and I could hear that pop free. Once that happened, I pulled it out just enough to get my hands in there and get this clip out. But these are the screws that they talk about, or technically the nuts that they talk about, that are in the backside, and they go in this direction here. Oh, they do have a little slot for you to put a flathead in there, but they go in there in this direction here. And then oddly enough, it has this little hole, this whole neck. So keep in mind, this is an American made vehicle, so obviously it's gonna be a bunch of bullshit to get to it. It used to be just unscrew something and that's it. Keep in mind that these light bulbs go out, so I'm guessing they did this to quote unquote give the perception of improving efficiency. But obviously, what kind of bullshit is this? There's a little flap that comes out here, and you can see there's a little tab. So I just basically pushed it back a little bit and out and forced it out. And this is what the back, this is what the back of that cover looks like. And so it sits like this. You see that little tab there? It goes in there and it slides right there. And these little clips basically are pressure clips, and they just go in like that. And then to bring it out, just pull it out, force it out. But that's what that door looks like. I'll just put that up here for now. And then this thing here, this side happened to be more difficult. On the driver's side tail light, this little tab seemed more difficult. So I just put my screwdriver in there and slowly just kind of twisted the screwdriver and popped it free. And this side was super easy. This little tab was easy to come out. So the tab is already out. Now this thing just slides out. Well, it felt like it was going to slide out. Again, it's an American made vehicle. See, there's another freaking tab right here. So there's 3 tabs on this damn thing. Oh, and a little foam bullshit. Oh, it might be rubber for it to blow up or tear. I can't tell. This is an amber light, obviously, and this is a double filament. So this should be the parking light, and this would just be a turn signal. It's amber, and this would be red. So maybe that bottom coil, the spring, looks like it's got a split in it, and that might be where the tear is, and reason doesn't. Oh yeah, the little bottom filament has a hole in it. So let me see again. Damn, there's a top filament on the top, and there's one just right there at the top of my nail, and there's one right there at the top of my nail. So I'm gonna put LED lights in. Light bulb just pops right out, and you can kind of see it's just like a slat on this thing. I'll pull it out so you can look at it. But this is the light bulb I bought off of Amazon. This is the part number. They're LEDs, and so they seem to be working pretty good. I like to get the white ones. Technically, you just need, oh, well, these will be red going through the red light down there. Also, I ended up buying these LED lights from Amazon as well, and these are for the license plate lights. I didn't realize the lights stay on all the time, but when the car is actually on, these are super bright, significantly brighter than that, but they look good in white. One of them was out. I actually got pulled over. They said that my tail lights, my license plate lights were out, and I had no brake lights, which I don't. I didn't know that. So my father always told me never to touch the glass. I don't know why. I think it's bullshit. Maybe back in the 30s you don't want to touch the glass because it would crack the glass with your oils. But I've installed lots of lights. I've never had issues with the glass cracking. This LED light obviously doesn't have any glass, so it doesn't matter what you touch. Of course, my hands are dirty, but they're fairly clean nonetheless. And these are all basically plastic or epoxy or some nonsense. So touching is not a big deal. When I took out the old light bulb, there was like a dielectric grease or something on it. And so I tried to take it off, but now it's hard. Again, this is an American vehicle, so obviously nothing's going to be made to last. America, we only want stuff so that we can profit off of, not make anybody else's life better. But that's the way we make it. Ford tough. The light is super easy to pull out and push back in, and you cannot do it wrong. It's backwards and forwards, so the filaments are the same. You'll look at the light and see that it's the same. So that's it. It's ready to go back in. Let me see. This is the clear white, so you need an amber light because that's the color it's got to be, amber. And then you can see the red up top, so the white light will be red once it goes through the red filament. We should just be able to push it back. Oh, assuming that the gasket is in place, and bam, it should just go back in. But I can do it with one hand. Super self-explanatory. Just clip in that white piece, line up your holes, and then just give it a little clip, and that's it. It needs to move just like literally 2 or 3 millimeters, and it's in. And then you just put these in, and they go in this fashion, or direction rather. And then let's see the screws. No, my camera sucks, but you get the idea. There's only 2 screws back here. It should be very obvious. Feel around for the wire. There's a bolt right to the outside of that wire, and screw it in, and then there's another bolt just above the wire to the left or the center of the vehicle, and screw it in. I mean, it's not rocket science, so it's very hard to get it wrong. So it's wired. Let's see if it's gonna work. We should have a bright red light here, and nothing over here on this side. If that light is working. So bright is also the light. Day running lights. I'll do it 3 times. Brake lights. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. This little clip comes out. See how fast that was. And then I'm looking for the bolts. Now, super easy to come out. There's 1 and 2. I'll unscrew them. I left the bolt in there, and I just pushed it forward. Oh, already popped it out. So let's see the other one. I'm unscrewing it right now. I'll push on it. There you go. See? So I'm pushing it from the inside. And so that's as far as it's going to go because that clip in the back. Obviously nighttime, and so I got my light there. But one of the things is I end up tripping over crap and losing stuff. So I always try to just make a pile like far away from my work area so that I can't kick it over or lose it, especially in the dark. Like right now I left some tools in that van, and I have to remember I left them there because that door on the other side is wide open. Those are out. This is the little clip that I told you in the back, and so I got me a little screwdriver. Let's see if it'll work. And here we go. So the trick is it needs to come forward or something. Shoot. So dang it. See, it's not cooperating. It's got to come forward. Dang it. What they're saying is they'll actually get this and hit it. Dang it, it's not working. So it's not super hard. The problem is that it's plastic and you don't want to break it. So I did put this back in here, and what I did is I just kind of wiggled it. Obviously didn't move that much, it's very small amounts, but I was able to get my flathead screwdriver in here, and I gave it a little bit of a twist while I wiggled it, and it finally popped out, and that little nipple came out of that hole there. So that's what's holding it back. Oh, and there's actually no, I thought there was nipples over here. Oh, there's one down there. There's a nipple right here. And so it goes in that hole. But if you push on these bolts, 1 and 2, from the inside, it pops this one free. This one's just kind of a pain in the butt, but it's not hard. I just didn't want to break this thing. So this is what's holding me back. Like I said, you see where I kind of scratched it there, because I put this in that angle and I just kind of twisted this until it wiggled and popped right out. I'm gonna realize that if you're able to get this one clip out while it's in the housing, it can actually like rotate a little bit like this, and then it'll be easier to take these two out, because these are longer and they hold the little clip better. So try to get the singular one out. This doesn't have a clip, but this one does. But if you pull it out, it'll come up, and then you can pull it out. So same thing, amber light and a clear light. And I can't tell that this one is broken, but again, we didn't have, one of the filaments is not working. So hopefully, I can't see I haven't stopped the video to look see if it worked or not. You put it back in the same method. Do these two first. It'll like clip in, and you push it down, and this one will go in. What happened the other time was this little fine plastic piece here got tucked in underneath the housing, and I couldn't push it down because it was hitting that tab, so I had to actually like spread it out like this, and then it'll finally clip in. There, it's back in. This thing goes in one direction. If you feel better about it, mark it, but it only goes one way. You can't get it wrong. This little tab, the little notch goes in the back, so you can't get it wrong. Let's see if we have lights in the whole side now. I couldn't really tell. It looked like it was successful. All right, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.